In other news tonight, the pandemic has put a spotlight on how education plays a big role in our community, affecting the academic growth and the mental health of our children. And as we look to the future, educators say lessons learned during this pandemic will affect how we teach our kids, from online learning to school funding.
And 13 Action News reporter Jeremy Chen right now is live at CCSD headquarters with how the future of education right now is being shaped by the pandemic. Jeremy.
Yeah, Todd and Tricia, as students are slowly being welcomed back on campus, there are questions still persisting on how they will go back to the normal routine of getting back into a classroom.
There will be a day when nearly all CCSD students will be back in the classroom, but distance learning could become a more robust option for kids. Rebecca Garcia, a CCSD parent and head of the Nevada PTA, says while online learning has not been ideal for many, some kids are thriving.
There is the desire to have that option available. It was already available in a limited form here in Clark County. But looking forward to hearing how the district's going to address that need.
Kenneth Retzel, Director of Education Policy at the Gwynn Center, believes online learning will be a big benefit for students who can function independently and have strong family connections.
It's truly a family affair when you have a student at home, as people are monitoring just to make sure everything's happening and that the student's getting their questions answered.
Distance learning, however, did present academic challenges. During the fall 2020 semester, CCSD says 90% of schools assigned more F grades than they did in the fall of 2019. However, Retzel says the lack of recent standardized testing makes it difficult to truly measure learning loss.
That without that data, you now can't see how much learning was lost during the pandemic itself, or this last, the 2021 school year.
Kristen Nigro, a kindergarten teacher at Shore Elementary School, knows she and her fellow teachers will need to do some catching up with new students.
Beginning of the year, they always do like a spiral review of like the previous year standards just to help kind of refresh. But I think there's going to be a little bit longer.
Retzel believes there will continue to be a push for more funding in public schools with a surge in relief funds from the latest federal stimulus package.
There's been decades of studies, right, that have suggested that education funding is vital. One, both how we distribute it and the amount that we do distribute.
Now, everyone we interviewed pretty much agreed that whether or not CCSD is forced to shut down schools or not is basically contingent on public health, how well we're able to curb the spread of the virus and how fast people will be able to get vaccinated. CCSD says it's focused on trying to reopen more classrooms for more students. Now, coming up tomorrow, continuing our Lights Out series, we're going to focus on the economy and tourism here in Southern Nevada. Jeremy Chen, 13 Action News.